have the likeness of God, it is not by you confessing only that I am born again. Because there are a lot of born again Christians without the likeness of God. A man that cannot control his home is even if you are born again, you speak in tongues, you don't have the likeness of God. Did you read what Apostle Paul said? He said a man that cannot take care of his home is worse than an infidel. An infidel is an unbeliever. An infidel is someone that has never met Christ. Can you imagine? He was talking to believers in the church that if you cannot take care of a home, a man that cannot put his home under subjection, a man that can his wife control his home. Even if you are born again, you are speaking in tongues, you don't have the likeness of God. Because the likeness of God is the ability of God to control the earth, put the earth into what order. Imagine everything God created. Imagine the galaxies. Imagine the constellation of heaven. Imagine the billions of stars in heaven. Yet, for ages, God has kept them in their course. In Job, God was telling Job that, do you know how I commanded the sea not to pass its boundary? Do you know how I created the mountain? Do you know how I kept the wind in their treasures? Do you know how I commanded the snow to fall? For ages, what made God God is not just the ability to create, but the ability to put into subjection those things he has created. So if you are not able to put the little thing God has put in your hands, you are not able to put them into order, you don't have the likeness of God. This is why many unbelievers, they possess or they have the character, the likeness of God. You cannot see an unbeliever speaking in tongues 10 hours in his working place. No. It is the working place and their duties to be carried out there. You will see a born again Christian, tongue speaking, when he's supposed to be in his working place, working out things, he's speaking in tongues, misusing time. I'm not saying it's bad to pray in your working place. I was supposed to say pray in everywhere. Pray. God answers you everywhere. But you have to know the timing. Timing is the problem. If you don't know the time to feast, the time to fast, you will make a blunder for life. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1 to 8. He said there's time for everything under the sun. Verse 8 said there's a time to love. There's a time to hate. A time to kill and a time to make alive. If the time you are supposed to love and you are showing hatred, you are a sinner. The time you are supposed to hate and you are showing love, you are a sinner to God. You see, some persons think, oh, God love all the time. There are times God judge. God is a judge. Despite the way God is a God of love, He is also a God of justice, or a God of justice. Don't think, oh, because God is a loving God, He won't judge. No. He is a disciplinarian. Just the same way God will judge you and He will discipline you. There's time for everything. If you love whom God hates, you are an enemy to God. You see, at times we want to show that we can display love even more than God. When God hates a man, if you love that man, you become an enemy of God. When God loves a man and you hate that person, you become an enemy of God. Don't hate who God has loved. Because somebody has offended you, does not mean the person is going to fail in life. You see, some people believe that he offended me, I've not forgiven him, meaning he will not make it. God is not from your village.
And God is not your father.
He's not your father. That he will say, as far as you're angry with the person, I'm angry. No. God will still bless them. They will prosper in your eyes. You'll be shocked. You will be shocked. You will be shocked. God is not from your village. You don't tell God what to do. He do what he wants, what he feels like. So understand timing. Do you know God told the Israelites nobody should go to Egypt for rescue, for help? It was a commandment, nobody should go to Egypt. Do you know when Jesus was born, an angel of the Lord told Joseph and Mary, take this child and run into Egypt? The same God that told them not to, the Bible said, woe to he that go into Egypt for rescue, for help. The same God say this time I change that law. Joseph made it take Jesus, run to Egypt. Tiny.